Hey everyone, this is Ken, and today we're going to be doing a tutorial, guys, on a brand new Castle Gate version 2. I've actually made this in the past, and you've probably seen it in my Let's Plays from last year, that I had this type of style of Castle Gate, but I want to revamp it and just really take it to that next level and just really refine it. Now, as you come here, guys, all you have to do is press that button, the gates will open, and the cool thing is, it will close automatically after a certain amount of time, which is awesome because you can press it, keep it moving, walk right through, do what you gotta do, and not worry about closing it. And the cool thing here, guys, the buttons are right next to each other. You can see how close they are, and I want to make this look as realistic as possible. Now, we also have a locking system. So once you activate that, it locks the entire gate from opening on both sides. So no matter how many times you press the button on either end, you're not going to get the door to open. It's just not going to happen. And it's great. It's a great locking system. It really implements it quite nicely. And the great thing is we also have this light indication system on top. Now the reason I have that there is for two reasons. One, it brightens up the entire entrance. So wherever you're at, you can see it at night. And the cool thing is if someone activates it or opens it, the lights will turn off. And of course it makes it very obvious. So if you ever see your front gate open for no reason, you know why. Anyway, guys, the redstone behind this is extremely compact. As you can see, I got pretty much the majority of it, about one block right underneath ground level. And I wanted to implement this and use it to really condense a lot of this redstone. So as you can see, guys, it works extremely smooth on both ends. Perfect. Now, enough talking, guys, and make sure you pause the video before you set this up. Now, there is an outside and an inside. Make sure you don't get that confused when setting up where you need to put this at. Now, we're going to go right down to it, guys. Now, I'm going to make this the widest. The widest you can make this about 15 blocks wide, you see? Of course, if you want to make it smaller, but I'm going to show you the max size. Now, this gray area represents the outside. And no matter what, you're always going to need this 3 blocks of spacing for a bit of the mechanical aspect of it to activate the entire system. And of course, your 15 block long strip, which you can manage or reduce it, and a little bit of space over here on the side, about 2 blocks. Now, enough talking, guys. What you're going to do here is delete these blocks right over here. That's going to be the 3rd block from the wall. And you're going to add your sticky pistons right across. Then you're going to add a 2nd row right on top. Perfect. And your block of choice for the gate itself on top of those sticky pistons. Now, once you've done that, place your block right there. About 2 blocks on the wall, then 1 right there. And stretch it right across, parallel to the pistons. Then you're going to add a redstone torch in front of those blocks. Hold on. Piston is pushing. And then you're going to place a block right on top of those torches. And make sure it's a block that's going to be the floor, or whatever you're going to use as a floor to really make that setting right there before you even start setting this up. Then you're going to add your regular pistons going forward, and you're going to put each piston on 4 ticks. Then you place 1 repeater going forward right there, and a straight line of redstone dust. Then you're going to place 1 repeater going forward from that point, and parallel to the pistons, place a block right there with a redstone torch on top of it. But before that, place some redstone dust, and you should have this kind of look. Then you're going to place a block on top of that. And now we're going to start adding some half slabs. So place 1 block there, a half slab, another block on top of it, a half slab on the side, 1 more time right on top, like so, and the last one you're going to place right there. See? So we should have this kind of pattern. Then you're going to add a block right there, and a straight line of regular pistons going right across. See? So you should have it at that angle, about one block underneath there, you see? And on top of it, a straight line of blocks till you connect to that point. Then you're going to add some redstone dust going upwards and the repeater going forward. And of course your straight line of redstone dust to activate the pistons itself. So now we got the gate pretty much completed from that point. Now let's go right here to the back, and you're going to add a straight line of pistons. And right behind it some redstone dust, just like so. And right over here, guys, you're going to add one observer block like so, a repeater going forward on 2 ticks, block, well, a comparator right there with a block behind it, and right over here, guys, you're going to add your dropper with 1 hopper going downwards. That's going to create a quick pulse, and inside of it you're going to place 1 piece of dirt. Perfect. Now you're going to place your block in front of it and 2 pieces of redstone dust on the side. Then you're going to add 1, 2, 3 comparators going forward, 2 pieces of redstone dust again, and going on the opposite direction another set of comparators. Then you're going to add 2 pieces of redstone dust like so. Fantastic. Now we got the majority of the redstone dust completed. Now right over here, guys, right in the center, next to that wall, place 1 sticky piston with a redstone block. Then you're going to place a block in this kind of C shape, a repeater on both ends, a block in front of it with that redstone dust. So that's going to activate that redstone dust there, hence activating the sticky piston. Now right over here, guys, on top of that redstone dust there, you're going to add 1 piston right there. Because once that's activated, it becomes a solid, unmovable block, preventing the other piston to move. And of course, guys, you're going to add your blocks right around it, and you really want to solidify this point and just kind of cover everything up. Now, of course, add your redstone lamps there, and that's where you're going to place your button at. And I really wanted this to be right close to each other as possible to make this as realistic as possible. Then you're going to add a redstone block right there with a lever. And at this point, guys, you really want to cover everything up. So pause the video if you have to and really decorate this. Now once you covered up the entire floor, at this point you could really start decorating it. Now before you do that, guys, you want to test it out. Make sure that everything is functioning correctly. And another thing as well, guys, depending on the version you're playing, you might want to adjust the piston, well, that repeater, and that's going to change the activation of the top row pistons, you see? So you can pretty much have it activate sooner or later, depending on how you feel and how much you want to make this synchronized to your own version. So as you can see, as I adjusted, you can see the difference on top. Now, if you want to add this little flare, guys, add some redstone lamps right where that block is at. It's going to light it up, and that's completely optional. I'll leave that up to you. I personally like it because it really, it just really brightens everything up. I like it. I love the effect it gives. But like I said, that's more of a personal preference. And at this point, guys, you really want to start decorating it and just take your time. Now, I'm not going to get into the details on how to really decorate it because everybody's going to use this for their different styles. I'm going to go in slow motion on both designs. And feel free to pause the video. These are the 2 styles that I made. They're kind of medieval style, and just want to give that kind of castle feel right on top of it. And I added half slabs on top so that it prevents mobs from spawning, so you don't have to worry too much about the lighting. And even with, that desert theme, I wanted to create that same style and use a sandstone. I love that too. I love the effect it gives, and it just looks phenomenal. Now, in case you guys ask me, I am using the standard default texture pack in this. So I kind of get questions on that sometimes. But for this video, I'm using that just so we could have something generally across the board. And I didn't want to go too far off the reservation like I normally do. But as you can see, guys, this is the style that I use, and I just love it. I mean, it really makes a world of difference, and half slabs are my #1 best. Anyway, guys, I hope you guys really enjoy this. Like I said, pause the video if you really want to use this particular style, and just let me know what you think in the comments. And thanks. Anyway, I want to thank everybody for watching. Remember to please leave a comment and to click that subscribe button if you want to join. Thank you.